go.
Epic.
Okay, so we're live. Welcome to the live stream, guys. We just started a little bit late.
Fashionably late.
Fashionably, yeah.
As always.
As always, because at the last moment we come up with these genius ideas like how we can do the stream a little bit different, and then we start doing it, and it always brings you a little bit of trouble. But now we do have a stream with the three of us together on the couch, chilling, and really ready to do this. So we're gonna start off the stream, and if you're watching the video, welcome. And for you guys watching the stream, we're gonna start the stream first by collecting some more people before we really get into it. So if you're watching the video, skip this begin part. You can see timestamps underneath the video where you can skip to the different parts of the stream. And we have, was it four points happening in this video that you can find in the description.
We have an insane quality.
And we have insane quality of a camera that is out of focus, apparently.
So fix it.
We're building up the stream, we're building up the live stream a little bit now, get the people coming, and we're going to fix some small things. If you're a little bit familiar with us, you know that we always have to kind of, we're everywhere. We're always at different places, and we kind of have to like fix up a whole stream setting at a new place, a whole new laptop often also. We just had to install OBS and do all the settings and that kind of stuff. So that's why these kind of things happen. Okay, so we'll be sharing about the stream with some guys, and soon we'll get started. Let's go through the...
What was the password again? 25, 22?
25. So we have these 4 talking points before I get into it.
I don't think the webcam can manage.
The webcam can't manage?
This range.
The range is too far for the webcam.
Yeah. Put it closer.
Uh-oh.
But how's the quality for the rest? Because at my laptop it looks really shitty.
On my laptop it looks out of focus a bit. Yeah. So we're going to bring the camera a bit closer.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a bit weird. On the stream it just looks worse because the quality is a bit lower.
Okay, bear with me guys.
I'm thinking it automatically put me on 480p, so let me change it to 720.
Yeah, that's going to be some idea.
I'm also thinking I changed the... Maybe because I did rescale? No. So you're going to see more of the living room here. Okay, let me share about the stream here. Let's see. Let's go here.
It's too low. Put it higher.
Yeah, you don't see it live. There it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, don't forget that you have to be on the camera as well. Yeah. Alright.
Hey, that's good. No, it's too low. Like this is fine, right? It's really sweet.
Okay, we have a down up angle.
The down up angle make it look fat.
It's okay. You are fat.
Oh my god. It's,
oh, that's Eric's
what
coffee.
do you call things you would do in the new year in English? New Year's resolution? Oh, resolutions, yeah.
New Year resolutions, yeah. So welcome to the live stream, guys. Chilling a bit. Check chat here.
Is this a weird angle? Is it?
Oh, hey Thomas, and hi Mata and Bailey. I'm not sure how to pronounce it correct. Mata and Bailey. Bailey says, I'm just going to call you Bailey, man. Bailey says the quality is not that poor, but we're a bit closer now, so that's also better.
Yeah, it seems like the camera is just focused, yeah.
Yeah, the camera's out of focus.
Okay, camera focus off. Looks a bit better.
Alright, so we have, Eric is fixing up the camera, and we're kind of collecting more people for the live stream, making some small announcements. So in the meanwhile, let me tell you, we have 4 talking points. You can find in the description as well. Usually with these streams, We go a little bit off topic, but we try to stay on point, and you can find everything back with timestamps in the description. But first, we're going to start off with showing new keycaps.
The fun keycaps.
The fun keycaps. All right, we have some fun keycaps. Well, we'll do that in a second. I think that really hurt on the mic. We have some fun keycaps, and we have a language keycap we can also show, which includes the. Or is that a surprise? No, not really, right?
What is the surprise?
The ISO version.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh.
Big answer.
Yeah, we'll show the first ISO version. We've never shown that before. All the pictures are from an ANSI version. If you don't know what I'm referring to the layout of the keyboard.
Yeah.
For different languages.
Main difference is the big and small enter.
Yeah, that's the main difference. Yeah, basically. Then we have. Then we're going to go over some highlights of this year, things that we experienced, things that happened, and choices we made. Because of course, this is a final live stream for this year. Soon it's 2017 already. Yeah. And then we're going to talk a bit about our future plans 2017. You know, New Year resolutions, right?
Yeah.
But in this case, these will be a bit more concrete and not forgotten after the first day. And then we're going to finish off. Oh, yeah, sure. And then we're going to close off with. We're going to close off with the Wooting Quiz. Now, this amazing Wooting Quiz is going to be hosted by your amazing engineer, Jeroen here. We prepared some really cool quiz questions. But we hope that's going to be fun. So let's throw this on. Did you throw it on?
What? Yeah, I can do that. You can continue talking.
Okay.
I will gibberish that.
You do that gibberish? Okay.
Yeah.
So we're all keeping an eye on the live stream and on the chat. So I really recommend you to actively participate. At any moment, you can ask questions or interrupt us with things that you might want to know. Try to keep it on topic. If it's off topic, we'll keep it until later on the stream and get back to that one. Okay, so let's start off with the new keycaps, the funny keycaps, I would say, right?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, let me first explain the context of the funny keycaps, because we didn't just make funny keycaps because we thought it would be cool, but we made it because it was practical. Otherwise, we would have empty keycaps that we had to throw away.
Yeah, maybe we should show the box to see how they are.
To
show how they're made.
Oh yeah. So let me. You get the box. And let me show you one of the keycaps, because I have different ones. So I'm going to start with showing one. And I think this is a really cool one. So this is the, what do you call it actually?
What is it?
The sunglasses. Like
it's like the memes. Oh, wait,
like the memes. Focused. Yeah. Well, I hear it's okay. Here it's okay.
No,
it's good here.
Now we'll focus. If you like,
okay.
We should even further.
Even further? As closest as possible? Don't want to be. So, well, I'm keeping this here in the screen. So this is the sunglasses keycap. We have it on also on an enter key here, for example, and on some numlock keys that we printed out. But this is, you probably know from the memes at the end when the sunglasses go on. So this is one of them. And to continue the story, like why did we make these keycaps? It starts all here. Okay.
Very hard to see, I guess.
Yeah. We'll show you more individual keycaps in a second with what we did. But basically, if you look at the entire layout, if you keep more distance, if you look at the entire layout of all the keycaps, the biggest thing you'll notice is that this is a full 104 key layout. And basically, when they print the keycaps, they laser the keycaps in this case. And when they laser the keycaps, they laser an entire layout, because we have a 10 key list layout, but obviously they're not going to just make 10 key list layouts for us and then laser them out. No, they're going to take the ones that are already prepared, they have a lot of on stock, then they're going to put it underneath the laser and then laser whatever we need. Mm-hmm. But we're kind of like tough. We are really pesky customers in a way that we have a lot of different languages, a lot of different sets, a lot of different SKUs, in other words, for them. So they have to print a lot of different keycaps, and they're and they're all printing it on these full layouts. So sometimes you have these language layouts that we have to print out on it, and we'd only use like maybe half here until here, or like until here, because it just doesn't fit all together. And they have all these empty keycaps doing nothing. So we're like, shit. We're like, well, let's not waste those keycaps. Let's not waste the space. We're paying for it anyway, and let's put something cool on it.
Yeah, and another reason was so we could test new stuff. For example, we have a really nice one. It's sort of an Easter egg. I don't know if any of you ever watched the TV show.
No, you're not allowed to say the TV show, of course. But it's about a TV show.
Get focus. Yes. And it's really small, how it's printed. And I think we want to test this. How small can we go and still remain at a sort of quality level we expect? So it's also a nice way to test the keycaps quality and how far we can push it for the future if we ever make more.
Yeah, so, and I think they came out quite nice. I was really, really surprised how detailed they could be, actually.
Yeah. I guess the laser's very precise.
Yeah, especially when you look at the numbers, the little numbers.
Let's go show more. It's like a little I love analog heart. See, it's pretty neat.
I love analog.
I'm really happy I cut my fingernails.
Here's the next one.
We have one with a full logo on it. It's not the same as the Windows key we have. The Windows key only has the W, and this one also has the border around it, so the full logo.
Yeah,
it's pretty neat. We have a really nice thing for Jeroen. It's like a LED.
Whoa.
To test LED.
Does it work?
That was pretty neat. These are kind of sort of boring, but it's a thing. Instead of arrow keys, we have like left, right.
I would actually want
that.
that.
Oh yeah.
And the space bar.
Oh, the space bar.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then with the final one,
a nice space bar, especially for the wooden one. It's kind of dirty, so it's pretty neat. The space bar one, and all translucent. That's also pretty cool.
Yeah. So all work with backlight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have showed it on a keyboard, but
we can swap the Wooting 1 space bar. Yeah, there we go.
Just swap it brutally.
So the keycaps.
It's the bit to press spread out for the LED.
Oh right. Yep. So the keycap story was, I would say, it was really tough to figure out everything. Especially the languages were really tough, because you had to figure out. We had to find a way to economically and easily combine all the keycaps for all the different languages.
Doesn't really show that well.
Yeah.
Well, there goes the magic.
Yeah, there goes the magic. Yeah. LED's not placed too well for it.
You can see that the LED is just in the middle.
Yeah.
It's just too spread out.
Yeah. Anyway, we printed them for fun to test it out, see what happens. Okay, so there's another thing, of course, with keycaps, and that's the first ISO layout keyboard. We haven't shown that one before, and this is
Bam bam.
Dun, dun, dun.
The amazing ISO layout.
Yeah. I remember somebody was asking for some kind of like proof or picture of an ISO layout once, a long time ago though. So here it is, the ISO layout.
Big enter, where is it?
Yeah, more up.
Oh, yeah.
So with the ISO layout, you can see you have the big enter, and you have the smaller shift with an extra key.
Let's first go to the big enter. I'm really terrible. Oh, it's camera's also mirrored. So this is the big enter, and here is the small shift.
It's and extra key. All your movements are
yeah. It's pretty amazing. Have you ever showed this?
Oh, not yet. We'll show it in a minute. In a minute. Yeah, that's another.
More surprises.
More surprises. Actually, this is funny. In the chat, Grimmin says that was me. He was the guy who was asking.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's awesome that he's on the stream also now. So I'm really happy that actually we succeeded then.
Pretty neat.
Awesome. Okay, then we have a question also from the same guy, Grimmin, is how many extra keys will there be per set? And I think this question kind of depends on which set keyboard you got. So basically, if you would get the US ANSI keyboard, there would be no extra keycaps inside, right? No,
No.
there's no extra keycaps inside.
What are we even gonna do with the front keycap?
Yeah. And if you're asking, what do you? Yeah. So Jeroen asked a really great question. What are you?
I mean, I guess that's what he meant, right? Because he might misunderstood.
Perhaps, I guess.
Put
Yeah,
it
true.
extra in the box, which we.
Yeah, so
Are
the
they
funny
doing, I guess? I
keycaps,
don't
no, the funny keycaps are not going to be in the box because we don't have enough of them, and we just used it to fill up empty keycaps so they wouldn't be thrown away.
Yeah.
We're going to use them ourselves by, for example, today, after the quiz, of course there's a quiz prize. If you win the quiz, you can guess one time what one of the gifts are.
The first prize,
One keycap, no.
second prize.
Well, but if you would get, for example, let's say you would get the German layout, the way we did different languages is by giving extra keycaps so you can change the keyboard to your language. Mm-hmm. So when it comes to extra keycaps, you ordered the German layout, for example, you'll get a Nordic layout keyboard like this one. I think this is Nordic.
No, this is the UK version.
No, it's Nordic. Yeah.
Oh.
So you get it, or maybe it's a mix between two.
No, it's
okay.
the Nordic one.
You get the Nordic layout keyboard, and you'll get an extra bag of keycaps in the box, which includes German keycaps. And the thing you have to do, there's a paper, which we have, but we're not showing now, which will tell you which keycaps you need to swap out to make it to your German language layout. And that's how we do for different languages also. A lot of the different languages. You really want to show the back, right? Okay.
I did it, I guess.
Okay, so, okay. Is it something we should show or when they receive it? It's not the final one, though.
Well, it's for us, it's really special because this kind of made it from a prototype to a real thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Like a really small thing, which changed it from to
Yeah, true.
What is it worth to show?
Okay, let's do it.
It's the second prize.
Yeah.
The second
Wooting private show.
It's the peep show. That's the Wooting peep show.
Well, now we teased everyone, right? So we should show it.
Okay, so context here is that it's about the sticker on the keyboard, which we're going to show. It's not the final sticker yet because it's a little bit smaller than what's supposed to be, but what's on it is final, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, let's do it. Put it back in focus again, or?
Yeah, if you do it, I'll pull the focus.
Yeah. Okay. You ready?
Oh, wait, I'm almost ready. Okay.
Oh, it's slowly dropping.
Oh, focus too fast. Go closer.
Oh.
Yes. Ta-da! Sticker.
This is the sticker underneath. I think the final one's a little bit thicker also.
Yeah, it's gonna be thicker,
Yeah, the final one's also a little bit thicker, so you don't see the
like
circle.
The circle thing is pretty disgusting.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat. Let's call his name under it.
And his.
But if you look from a distance, that's pretty neat because, see, it really makes it complete, like the whole sticker.
Really makes it look like a keyboard, final keyboard, not like prototype or sample or something like that. Which is really exciting because we've been working with prototypes and new sample, old sample, prototype all the time. So it's really exciting to actually put the sticker on how.
This one also has blue switches.
Oh yeah, true. Oh well, if we get the question again, how do blue switches sound, right?
Answered. Okay.
All right. So let me say it again. If you have any questions in between.
Well, there's one. Question from Thomas. Is it possible to swap between ISO and ANSI with different top plates? Answer is no, because while in theory it is possible because it uses the same PCB, the components which are soldered onto the PCB are not the same. So the PCB is not the same. The bottom case is the same, of course, but the PCB is not the same, so it wouldn't be possible to just change the top plate.
And I have to be honest, there was some confusion in the beginning on our side also, if it was possible or not, because in theory, it would have been possible, but in practice, when you look on the PCB, it's not possible now. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to get into detail, but you solder the components onto the PCB and you have to click your switches in, and some component would just be in the way of the switches.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we thought about it, but it just wasn't possible.
Yeah. It's and that's because we did try. We did try. We tried to figure it out. We originally thought it would already be compatible with each other, but when we started trying it out and we're looking at it, then we just found out components were conflicting with each other. Okay, so let's see. So if there's any more questions, you just feel welcome to ask. Can be related to preferably related to the topic, but can also be off topic, and we'll bring it to the end, more at the end of the video. Yeah. Okay. So those were the keycaps, and I think those are one of the things we could really show, new things we could show, I guess.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah, there's nothing hiding underneath the table. Okay,
no.
no.
It's mostly Santa Claus. Santa Claus, yeah.
So then we get to the next point.
Yeah.
That's about highlights of 2016. So let's start from the beginning, kind of. I think 2016 was a really, really exciting year for us, though. Yeah. We don't know how you guys experienced 2016, but for us it was really exciting because that's when the idea became, or the idea or concept became real.
Yeah.
And not only from, it started off, and started gaining popularity or attention from other people.
I think like by this time last year we barely announced analog, maybe
we
not
didn't
even.
We didn't announce it at all.
No.
Yeah. We
did it in
shared
February.
it like in closed groups about analog, but we didn't announce anything about analog last year this time. Yeah.
No, so that was pretty neat too. And yeah, I can only agree with you guys. For 2016 was for us an amazing year.
Yeah.
And let's find out why.
Well, looks like let's get a timeline here in front of us.
Yeah.
So it started off ending 2015. We came to a point where we worked out the analog and we felt like, okay, we're able to use analog on this keyboard. It was really shitty. It was really small, but it was there. 12 keys only that time. And then in January, we started making, preparing the website.
It was 16,
preparing
it was 12.
What?
Or was it 8?
No, we changed from 12 to 16 a bit.
Well,
like
we started with 12?
Did we start with 12?
Well, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Limited amount of keys.
12.
We went eventually to 16. I think we started with 12. Yeah. Anyway, so we were preparing the website, preparing the announcement in January, preparing a video also at that time. Yeah. And then I think in February we put the website online, put the video online, and said, hey, our keyboard can sense analog. And that time the analog making that video and analog, the analog that time was quite limited, very limited comparison to what we can get right now, right?
Yeah. Very. It was really difficult to make it. But then again, when I was used to it with the gameplay videos, after a few days of trial and error, I kind of get the hang of it. It was pretty neat to do it, and we had like a sense of the analog thing, even though the range was like really,
that time was really small.
It was really small. It was barely noticeable. And then we made the video, put the website online, and did we share it on the PC Master Race Reddit?
No,
I think it was just picked up by someone else.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then now I remember we were supposed to do an AMA. We kind of prepared it for like 3 weeks to do like, we wanted to do an AMA, so sort of to promote the whole analog thing and to promote Wooting as a brand, but we couldn't push out like commercial things. So we kind of did some things with the moderators, talked to them a bit, and
that was after a little while, I think.
No, that was before. And then suddenly we made the video, and somebody posted an on PC Master Race a day before we had the
Oh,
AIMA.
true. Yeah.
So that was pretty neat.
Yeah, that was sick.
True.
I think we were just planning to do it together with the video, but we
Yeah.
posted the video a couple of days before and just got picked up.
Oh yeah, we wanted
And
to
then we did
post a
AIMA.
video, and we never wanted to do an AIMA, but because it was so hyped on the PC Master Race, we said, well, we're not going to post a video anymore. We're going to do an AIMA.
That's true.
That's how. That's
Well,
how
we
it
did an
worked.
AIMA. We did AIMA mechanical
I
keyboard.
always called it AMA.
AIMA.
AMA. But I think we did a AMA on mechanical keyboards right at first.
Yeah,
Before we did that.
Yeah,
before
but
we
that
did
was
that.
before.
That was
Before
2015 still.
Yeah.
Oh, was that one before?
Before analog, just to get some feedback on the
okay.
mechanical keyboard stuff.
Yeah, and then things
true.
really started rolling from there because we had a lot of media attention, and we received enormous amount of questions and more things. So from that point on, it felt even more real than it already was.
I think one of the most amazing things was, and which really helped for the Kickstarter also, of course, people picking up on the keyboard and sharing it, but also people subscribing to the mailing list.
Yeah, that helped.
This is from if you guys ever plan to do a Kickstarter or plan to do some kind of crowdfunding or any type of product, I always think about it. One of the most important things is growing your subscriber list, your email list.
Yeah.
Because no matter how great your product is, no matter how often you tell to people around you, nobody's gonna know about it or hear about it or do anything with it unless you let them know. And the only way to really let people know is by growing that subscriber list.
True. Yeah. And well, what did we do after that? Well, then it was like Jeroen started working on a keyboard anymore and improved the whole analog range and did whatever what was necessary
Before the Kickstarter.
And then we two focused on the Kickstarter.
Yeah.
We made a whole plan, like what we wanted to tell in the campaign, and we made the whole page, and we also made a storyboard and a script for the video.
Oh, the video.
And then it was like Calder. I was really surprised how good Calder's acting skills were, because it's pretty weird if you're like standing there alone in a room with a cameraman, like talking, trying to be enthusiastic. And so he did a really awesome job. And
you should say, I remember when we were making the storyboard for the Kickstarter video, that time I was going around in China.
Yeah.
And we were talking in the hotel about how we would do the story, and we're thinking about like how can we make it more like less like a product commercial, more of a statement or some joke inside. And that's when you came up with the RGB idea.
Yeah. We really focused. We looked at a lot of different Kickstarter campaigns, and most of them are the same and boring. And
I hate it. I
like the standard thing, like the CEO comes up front and talks like really smooth and casual.
Make sure to. And what I also say is like they always talk like this to the interviewee, like they always talk, the camera's
Off
there,
camera,
off camera, talking, answering questions from the person that's recording, like we made the product because there was such a big problem in the world, and we really felt that we had to do something about it. And then they switch scene, and then so we designed, and then you see designers drawing stuff. This amazing airplane, and went from prototype to whatever, and always off camera, always showing like these we would call B-roll. When you edit, you call B-roll, like these videos to make you feel like you're in there. But reality is, it's like when you see like in the video, you see the team like talking with each other and designing stuff. My God, you should realize how scripted that is.
It's all so set up. It's insane. Yeah.
It's really like, okay, guys, get ready. Okay, start drawing.
Yeah.
You start walking now, and don't forget to do the gesture. The gesture. So we really didn't like those kind of videos.
Yeah,
so.
we also wanted to make a little bit of fun of that, I guess. Yeah. That's why Calder started off talking off camera like.
Yeah, we want to start like a normal Kickstarter video. Start off camera and then like make it personal by looking into the camera.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. And then everything was done around Kickstarter, the whole preparing stuff. And somebody once said us, you're always 6 weeks away from launching your Kickstarter campaign.
Yeah,
and that's true. We were also always 6 weeks away from launching our Kickstarter campaign. Yeah. Because I think originally we wanted to do it in April,
Yeah.
But we kind of moved it forward to, was it end of May? 23rd of May?
No.
23rd?
In June. In the end, we launched in June.
Did we? In June?
June, yeah. I think 22nd or something like that in June. I remember we tried to launch the Kickstarter, but then we like needed approval, and there was a weekend in between.
Yeah, that was pretty annoying.
Which really sucked because we announced a different day.
Yeah.
And I think,
nice.
yeah, I think the hardest part about making that Kickstarter is about the page will never be ready.
No, because if we launch it like that Friday, what was supposed to be, it was probably done, but like the whole weekend, waiting time. Okay, we need to change this. We need to add this.
Yeah.
Okay, change this a little bit. Okay,
Yeah.
make the video again and add just this and make the sound levels more like this. And you're never done.
You're never done.
And I was really excited because then we had the approval and we were allowed to launch it. And we had a time, I think it was like a Tuesday afternoon at 3 when we would launch it.
Cool. I don't remember the time.
I think it was a Tuesday around 3, and I was like sitting at home. Carla was in Taiwan, and Jeroen was in Utrecht, in his own apartment, and it was really exciting. So okay, launch the Kickstarter. We're like counting down to like 3, 2, 1. I was like, launch. Okay, accept the terms and conditions. Launch.
yeah.
And then it was really scary because it was like, is anyone gonna buy this? Is anyone gonna support us, back it? And it's really cool because like Kickstarter runners it live, and you suddenly went like
yeah,
and the sales went, oh yeah, well, people backed us in the beginning.
Went very fast.
I think in 1 hour we had like 10K, and within
7
hours
we reached the goal. Yeah. And honestly, when our project itself as a goal, what we had, the goal was like 35 or 38 or 35?
30,000.
It was 30,000?
Or 35.
I think it was like, well, I forgot already. But when we set that goal, the goal was made as in, we already made some personal investments to get the thing going because we just, the idea of this not happening was just not acceptable. And I think in hindsight, when you look at it, that's like one of the biggest pitfalls you can make as an entrepreneur, that you would push your idea too far and lose sight, and maybe it was a terrible idea and you lost a lot of money on it. But we just I think we could all see that this has to happen. There's just no choice. We have to we got so far already, we put so much time and effort in it, and we made something that works, and there's nothing like that, and it has to happen. And so we already made personal investments, and then we launched Kickstarter with that goal, with the idea of, okay, if we reach that goal, then we at least know there's definitely an interest out there, and we should definitely at least make it.
Yeah, and I think some people also ask us in the Kickstarter, how can you make this product for 30K, because there's like molding cost, this cost, that cost. But I think because we invested it privately and we had some great arrangement that those costs, we already had them covered before the Kickstarter. Yeah. So it was only, the Kickstarter was more of a proof of concept. If you reach the 30K, then this is enough to like finish it all.
And I have to say, I mean, thanks to you guys, and not only during the Kickstarter, but also after the Kickstarter. First off, we blew away the Kickstarter goal. I mean, in percentages, it's like 400 and something percentage. We got enough funding to get started and to actually, which is the next highlight also, look at the keyboard again and make a decision, should we improve it or not? And well, yes, let's improve it because there's so many people backing us.
Another major factor in the improvement is that the manufacturer took us more seriously as well.
Oh yeah, that made a big difference
also,
too. Manufacture. So we had more money. We had more money to get started, put more attention, more time on it. We got taken more serious by the manufacturer, and we have this great amount of people that are supporting us and are want this to happen, and I mean, you guys watching right now, I think that brings a lot of motivation also to keep going and keep trying, and not like in Dutch we call piekeren. What's the English word for it again?
Piekeren.
Yeah. I mean, like,
Ice Baron.
Ice Baron. No, when you're in bed and there's like this a big topic in your head,
It's
and
like
you keep
thoughts
worrying
going in a
about it.
circle,
Yeah, your
yeah.
thoughts go in a circle. I think one of the most scary things is if you're making a product and you're investing a lot of money into the product, but you don't know if anybody will buy it, back it, or whatever. You keep making circles about, is this the right way to do it? Is this going to be okay? And what I really love is every time we have something going on, we can just share it, and immediately we know, did we make a good choice, a bad choice, or how's,
Well, most of the time before we even make the choice, we share it, and then off the feedback, we kind of weigh in the whole decision.
Yeah. Which happened with the keyboard design, for example.
Do we need a numpad? No. Okay.
Well, it's kind of like hanging in there.
Well, I think it was also with the RGB lighting. Like a lot of people during the Kickstarter asked us about the RGB lighting. Oh, we need individual RGB lighting.
I think that was one of the biggest things. Yeah.
Somebody also mentioned that we could have not launched the Kickstarter in June.
Yeah,
we backed it in May.
I also think it was in May. It was like the 23rd of May.
Oh, okay.
I can't search it back yet.
Okay,
Is that a
I'm
quiz
probably
question?
thinking a month later. Oh, is this a quiz question?
What is
Oh, and I also
what did you
remember.
spoil it?
I also remember. What was it? 8 seconds.
People are gonna listen for the quiz question.
8 seconds.
Which was sort of
Eight
put in between
seconds. 8 seconds after launching the Kickstarter, the first
Colin.
keyboard went out.
Maybe you should write down 8 seconds.
Yeah, just you know what?
Hey!
Write down 8 seconds, and maybe you win some keycaps. Just write it down somewhere.
I mean,
Let's put it in the chat.
If you're watching
Hey,
now.
Colin, maybe you should tell them what your favorite food is.
Anyway, what was it? The feedback. We're talking about feedback, and
Yeah, I'm searching for
when we launch a Kickstarter.
We are so good prepared for this.
Yeah,
Well, this is how it is. Like,
Let's do a year review.
Well-
we do it last year?
I think the biggest thing is
We did it on Tuesday, the 24th of May, and we launched it.
okay. I was thinking a month too far.
my Twitter post has just been liked by rest in peace Carrie Fisher.
What?
What?
Yeah, that's
Why?
I don't know.
Okay, let's
Okay,
try
anyway.
to go off
Alright,
topic.
Paul.
Okay. So comes the next highlight, and this has to do with the feedback and what we can do with feedback during the Kickstarter and after the Kickstarter. One of the most commented things was, why does it not have individual RGB?
Yeah.
And every time we had to explain that time with that keyboard, we had like regions of RGB, like the WASD, the function key area, and the arrow keys or
Yeah, it
something
was
like
terrible.
that. Yeah, in hindsight, it's
Yeah.
quite terrible. But that time we didn't really have a choice with the design choices we made. But the first thing we heard from everybody was, why doesn't it have, or please make it individual RGB? And at that time we were limited by hardware, but you can, because this is a big Jeroen thing.
What?
Well,
RGB?
what happened that time? Because we were
Boring
like, no.
engineer stuff.
No, engineer.
So
Let me start off with, before we made the change, when we looked at individual RGB in the beginning, we couldn't just do it because we didn't have the right chip for it.
Yeah.
Basically, okay, and we didn't.
they
have
were actually released after.
the Kickstarter.
Yeah, I think we got one of the first batches for samples as well.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Well, but in either case, like, we didn't have the time or the resources anymore to go out and hunt for good chips in the keyboard for individual RGB. So that's why we scratched away that idea that time.
Yeah. I think it's also because at first we were really dependent on the manufacturer because we were just getting started and we thought that they knew everything and we didn't know anything.
Yeah.
So we should always just trust them in whatever they say is possible, not possible.
Yeah.
And we know that they did some research into getting like individual RGB thing to work. So when we first started, we didn't really do a lot of research ourselves or just didn't know where to look.
We depended too much on the manufacturer to find a chip for us at that time, which we've learned is not a smart idea.
No. Yeah, but I think it's also it's a lack of
Learning moment.
lack of knowledge as well.
Lack of knowledge at the time. So with that feedback in mind, Jeroen stumbled upon a new chip, right? Jeroen stumbled upon a new chip for individual RGB, and that's where a whole thing went into motion. I think there's still a blog post. We haven't made a blog post at the time. Oh, it's a Kickstarter update and a blog post you can find back. I forgot what the name is, and we talked about it. Is we found a new chip. We figured out that, you know, by talking with the chip manufacturer and with a project manager on that side, we figured out, it could work on our keyboard, and it could work pretty well, pretty good.
Yeah.
But the stage of our total project that time, I mean, now it's totally different, but that time was, okay, don't change anything about the keyboard design, PCBA, or anything. It's going to be, it's set, you know, and now it's just fixing problems, whatever problem there is, and we're going to produce the keyboard.
Slight changes, only small changes.
Only small changes possible,
And this was, it was kind of huge.
Yeah,
because it just required a totally new PCB. It had to be tested all over again because, so PCBs just, there's just wires running everywhere on your circuit board, and all of them have to be changed. So every connection that you've done before has to be redone as well, and also retested.
Yeah.
So there's
that meant for the manufacturer that, in other words, for the manufacturer, that sounded like what?
Start from the beginning again.
What did you just say, that after all this screwing around with the PCBA we have right now and making it, we have to do that all over again because you want individual RGB inside? Oh my God, when we made the decision to make that change, they were really not amused with our decision.
Well, I think it's funny because we didn't make the decision yet. We just sort of had the idea to do it, but they thought that we wanted to press it through, and then,
Well, in that conversation, the
conversation heated up.
What has to happen is we make a decision that we want to change the PCBA for individual RGB. We made up a plan, and we thought, let's suggest this to the manufacturer first. Like, we have a plan, you know, we really want to try this, but I think in the conversation itself, it really sounded like, we're gonna do this. There is no other choice. And
obey to us.
And they were really not amused with that. But, and I mean, come on, Jeroen did a really amazing job that time. He basically had to make the PCBA
from scratch.
All over again.
I still have nightmares from that.
Yeah.
It's just long nights of just
lines.
You have to imagine that every switch has its own RGB LED, which is 4 pins, because you have a red, a green, and a blue, and a shared ground, and they all have to be connected in one big matrix. It's like drawing thousands of small lines by hand. It just turns you insane. And you have like these blue and red colors for different layers. And I remember, like, when I went to bed, I could just still see like blue and red spots in front of my eyes. It's like when you play like Tetris all the time or something. You have, like, when you close your eyes, you still see the moving blocks. It's like exactly like that, but less exciting because it's just very boring.
I can remember you were doing that for like 2 weeks and making like long nights, hitting a problem, trying to fix it, and hitting another long night, non-stop.
Yeah, but for some reason, it just feels so. We also felt pretty challenged by the manufacturer because we had to prove that we could change it in a very
fast
and smooth.
Yeah, smooth.
Because
make it appear smooth.
After the Kickstarter, we had like calculated a few months from June when it ended to November where we would deliver. We still have like months. If he ever wanted to prove something, that was the time.
Yeah.
And we thought we had enough time. And thinking back, for the RGB, we had enough time to fix it. But
so looking back at it, the whole RGB thing and making individual RGB was the least of our problems. Like, we were actually, if
it was quite smooth, and
in the end
it worked in one go.
Yeah, exactly. And we could have, if everything else was just fine, then the keyboard would have been done, and we would easily hit the, or don't take the word easily.
Yeah, I think we've heard a couple of times before that the keyboard was delayed because of the RGB, which is not the case at all. It was delayed by the changing of the microcontroller, which is a completely different story.
But yeah, I think
So when we were doing the RGB lab, we felt like, hey, when we're changing everything, why not improve the microcontroller so it can stay alive for years to come and be better for the future? I was like, okay, let's do it. But the thing we never calculated was that, it takes like a few months for that to deliver.
Yeah, and, well, yeah.
And then when we had
It's another case of relying on the manufacturer too much, so it's makes
And
it
then
take a long while.
And then when
Lead
that took
times.
longer, it was like, okay, now we have a bit more time because we have to wait for the controllers anyway. Let's improve the switch.
Probably
It's-
not in my tweet.
I think yeah. I think yeah. So I think after the Kickstarter, it's always been a thing like we want to make the Switch better anyway, right? And then we're waiting for the chips anyway, and it's like, okay, well, the only thing we can do now really is make the Switch better then, because we thought in the keyboard itself it's all ready then. When the chips come in, we can start producing and we're all done. But it's funny actually, because with improving the Switch, like every month or every 2 weeks, they told us, oh, next week we have the new switches and we can start doing the trial production. And that time we were still a little bit naive, I would say, thinking like, okay, this like Switch manufacturer or the whole story of Switch, the whole Switch story is like they know exactly what they're doing and they're working, they're really trying to hit their deadlines, and whatever new thing they come with, it's going to be good, but it's really, 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 that was another really big learning moment about in the end they made a new Switch, they gave it, but it was not better at all.
No, it was worse.
No, it was worse, and it was such like mind-blowing to us because for us it's very easy. Like for us it's very obvious that if you're working on it and you hit problems, you're gonna share with your customer or talk with your customer about what can we do, or we have this or whatever. You just want to give feedback in the end, and it just wasn't there, and that in the end that delayed the new Switch for like 2 months or something. Was it 2 months?
Insane, yeah.
We waited 2 months for a shitty Switch.
Yeah, it was also kind of stupid that we just waited.
Yeah, it was very stupid in the end. Yeah. So what we learned from that is that never 100% rely on a third party.
No.
In manufacturing.
But they just don't share your interests, so.
Yeah, they don't share your interests. So.
Well, indirectly, of course. But.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's also tunnel vision from us because we have our priorities, but they also have the priorities.
Yeah.
So when we like introduce like this, a big problem for us, this is a major topic for us, but for the Switch manufacturer, like this on the task list. So what you do then? Put pressure on the kettle.
Yeah, I think that is the biggest thing what we did recently, right? Because what we learned was, okay,
we send our biggest employee of Wooting to the Switch factory. So he's like really massive, buff, and a giant.
Best of arms, yeah. The Dutch giant.
The Dutch giant. We sent him to the Switch manufacturer.
If you don't make the new Switch now,
I'm gonna crush your skull.
Yeah.
And then everything went pretty fast.
Well, we made to go back to the highlight of individual RGB, we made the change. Then
I think we're all of a sudden we're like jumping ahead like 6 months in the story.
Yeah, but I'm also looking at the time because it's really boring for everyone to listen to the story.
I think we're just rambling at this point.
Yeah, we're kind of rambling about it, but I mean, it's important to know that I think the big giveaway here is that for us throughout this whole year, what we experience is manufacturing a keyboard. And there's actually a lot.
Or just a product in general. I mean.
And product, yeah, and
just dealing with manufacturers and dealing with other parties, which you're relying on, is something you always have to be wary of, I guess.
Yeah, and the most dangerous thing you can do is make assumptions.
Yeah.
Never make assumptions.
Yeah, but the trouble is that you always notice that at the end of the.
In hindsight.
Oh yeah, in hindsight always. But every time, and I think no matter how we would have done everything this whole year, I think we've in general did pretty well. and no matter how different we did it, as long as we never experienced it, would have never learned it.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's true.
Or maybe we made some bad decisions, but in the end, all the decisions we made was to improve the product and improve the experience of the whole Wooting one.
Yeah.
Heard that Nintendo is trying to get into the Mac keyboard market.
Yeah, I'm
Recently announced a new Switch.
trying to get a new. I want to see a link because.
It's a joke.
Oh, okay. Bad fun. Actually, no, but actually, there is a keyboard with the NES theme, a NES keyboard.
Yeah,
Mechanical
but
keyboard.
it's,
Yeah, but
But
it's
it's-
not
it's-
Switch.
I know,
Okay,
but
okay,
it's for
okay,
fun.
good,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
yeah. Haha.
No news, just
Okay,
about.
but-
Oh, a question related to this, okay? Doesn't Kickstarter give any help or support about manufacturing and suppliers and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, Kickstarter gives a lot of support. It's like doing a Kickstarter campaign, you get like 10 messages every day from spammers, and people want to help you and want to help improve you. And
This is a bit sarcastic, by the way.
Yeah.
yeah, it's really like spammers. They're really trying to that you will become the client. Yeah, molding we can have like at least
Yeah, but
10%
it's like
cheaper.
startup foundation,
Yeah.
join the startup company,
Yeah.
blah blah.
But it was like really one sneak because we always aim to like answer all the questions we get during the Kickstarter, and even now if we get Kickstarter questions, we always try to answer them as quickly as possible. And also during the Kickstarter, were like hundreds of questions and hundreds of messages we received, and most of them were these spammers. But it was like one woman, her name was Jasmine. I will never forget it. She was like, "Hey," she had like a really specific question about Wooting One, if it was like in the Nordic language or something. So I answered it. She had another question, and I answered it, and I was like, "Hey, ever heard of the Kickstarter startup blah blah blah
It's
foundation?"
like the Kickstarter backer circle.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Becker circle. And I was like, "Oh my god, I talked to you. I answered your questions, and you were like trying to sell me like your Kickstarter crap. It's like, oh, give me money and I will generate more money for you."
Yeah.
I was like really smart of her.
Yeah, and I have to say, if there's one thing I really got sick of is this whole
Becker's
economy,
Club.
this whole economy around Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Meaning like everybody built their business around Kickstarter and crowdfunding, and
Yeah.
I really didn't like it. The whole purpose for us to go to Kickstarter was to we did it for crowdfunding, but the whole idea was, we have this idea, we have this prototype. Who supports us in making this come to life?
Yeah, it was also a test like, okay, even if you make now 1,000 keyboards, can we ever sell them to anyone? And that was also like the Kickstarter was like really a proof of concept where people would actually be interested in the product. Also a test.
But in the end, like if I the whole feeling afterwards, I mean, we made our own feeling for it, and how we did everything, how we executed everything, and how we dealt with everything, we kept it also in that way. But looking back at it, like how other Kickstarters operate and how they do it, I really don't like it, and yeah.
No, I also dislike the whole the
But-
whole
But we always had this feeling is that we wanted to do it ourselves, right?
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I
We're
mean,
kind of stubborn.
Like,
in that,
no,
in
yeah,
that
but
way as well.
it's just like this. Like on Kickstarter, it's this big thing that when you share a Kickstarter update, you refer to other Kickstarter projects, for example.
Oh yeah, check out our friends. And
Yeah,
this
check
and
out
this
our friends
project,
right there.
totally unrelated.
Yeah, and we
Yeah.
would get Kickstarter messages from other projects like, "Hey, if you refer to us, we'll refer to you," kind of
hey,
situation.
I back you, you back me.
Yeah, and I guess it's. I mean, within the whole spectrum of this Kickstarter business I was talking about, this is the mildest thing, and it's kind of fine, and it is fine. But personally, I don't like to do it when I don't know the person, I don't know the project really, and we have like the projects don't really have an overlap or something. I feel like, well, I don't want to share about your project.
Well,
With-
of
with
course
our guys.
I can help
You
to
don't
like
really care about
yeah.
your project, no.
We shared about the Z-Mouse, for example, and they shared about us because
That was
We
like
actually
felt
talked to
related.
them,
yeah, and because we talked with Z-Mouse, we shared about the project with each other, and we're kind of enthusiastic about each other's project. So it's an honest share in that way. But doing that actively with other Kickstarters, we didn't do that.
Oh, but still to answer the question, if Kickstarter helps you, Kickstarter won't help you with any production or improving your product, but Kickstarter does help you in promoting your page. They have like these nice guides and guidelines how you can make your page the best there is, and I think we also became like like loved by Kickstarter, our project.
Oh yeah.
And then they post your project on social media, and that also helped to get like more backers. So
yeah, and there's also, I think, for manufacturing, I found out there's like this page where they link to other companies that might help you with finding suppliers and that kind of stuff. But Kickstarter themselves doesn't do or jump into the project itself. They just facilitate the platform.
Yeah, that's it.
And maintain the community.
If you just have the idea or the prototype, like assemble yourself, and you still have to find a manufacturer, that's very difficult.
Yeah.
You know the guy from Keyboard.io, right? With the wooden
Keyboard.io. What do you mean? Or
Keyboard.io, yeah. Keyboard,
with the butterfly keyboard.
Yeah,
Keyboard.
He's having a lot of issues with manufacturers, and I don't know if you read his latest update.
And not the latest one,
he's still working on it, like trying to get things right, getting new samples, going to.
But he has been manufactured already for a while now.
I think so. Yeah.
And
I think it's moving ahead, but it's taken a long time for him.
Yeah, and I definitely have to say that, like, our situation, we're quite lucky, because before we did the Kickstarter, we already knew with who we're going to manufacture and what the plan would be. And the way we got in contact with it was just related to how we started the project itself already. So we're lucky with that. But I definitely, if you just made a prototype with a 3D print and everything and nothing to do with the manufacture itself, and you put it on Kickstarter, and then you have to start finding suppliers to make your product,
I think you're too late then, because you can never like price your product right.
Yeah, that's already an issue, pricing them. But still, that's going to be very, very tough, because having a prototype doesn't mean you can mass produce the prototype.
I think Thomas makes a good point that helping with promoting helps Kickstarter getting more money. Helping with actual production doesn't.
I think in that case it's a win-win. But I think another important thing of 2016, because now we talk a lot about production and stuff, is our community and how it has grown over the last year. And like Carlos said, like we have a mailing list with that many subscribers. That's like a little community. Our Facebook grew a bit. Twitter grew a bit. But I think what also makes us different from other companies is we are really in touch with the community, and also on Discord. We have Discord almost always open on our laptops. We read all the messages people talk to there, and I think we started promoting it during the Kickstarter. They put a Discord or something.
Well, the idea for Discord came
like the first update.
After the first update or something?
Yeah, one of the first updates after the campaign.
Well, at least during the Kickstarter, the idea for Discord came up, which was feedback from a user. I remember it wasn't us per se that came up with Discord.
I remember.
I think it was feedback from somebody that you should start a Discord channel or something like that, and we're like, okay, well, let's give it a shot.
And that's pretty sweet, because people can really like chat with us. They can game with us. And if we have a question or we want feedback on something, instead of like making a whole blog post about it or going to Reddit, we just like put it in there and we get some decent response right away, and that's pretty sweet. So you guys rock.
So so then we come to the last highlight of this year.
I also have a Discord.
We have a Discord channel.
Discord story. You know this guy this week who was playing with his own switches.
Oh, Lone Tech, you mean, or
he shared this whole story about how he tried implementing switches with just magnets to get like a tactile feeling with just magnets. It was very interesting to see, and he made a prototype with Lego.
I read it, but did he go any further? I haven't followed up anymore from there.
No, because I was when he talked to me about it, I was in the train on the way to my grandma's birthday. Right. So
I think well, I guess there you have it. Also, like there's on Discord. I'll just mention by nickname Lone Tech is fiddling and playing around with a Hall effect type of switch, right? Trying to make something similar at least.
Well, it's what the Hall effect is just the sensor itself.
Okay.
But what he's also trying to do is having the movement of the switch itself influenced by magnets. So you get a very different feeling compared to what you would get with normally where you have like the clickiness, which is introduced by this two metal plates connecting. And if the tactile feeling is just caused by magnets.
Yeah. You can also
Have a very
decide what the
different
feeling
feeling,
is. Yeah. So anyway, the thing here is he shares about this. He can share it directly with us also, and and that's how we do with everything. At the very least, is we talk about it, we share about it, and you never know. Literally, you never know when this kind of stuff comes up or might be useful at a point. And I mean, the further he gets, the more possibilities are for us to try something with it. So
I think like it's the perfect channel for us because it gives us the ability to create or have like a very small tight community.
Yeah.
Compared to like a Twitter or Facebook where it's just more big and open.
Loose,
and also I don't know, more
Discord is literally PMing with us. I mean, it sounds wrong. Sending personal messages to us. That's what Discord is. Yeah. Okay, anyway. So that was highlights 2016.
Yeah, I'm now thinking, like, should we like delve and talk more and talk about 2017? Or shall we do the quiz now and then talk about 2017?
Oh, right.
I think
Maybe we should have a more fun moment.
We should do the quiz first because otherwise we'll just talk too much. Yeah.
Because I can see most of the viewers are already asleep. I'm also, well, let's see how it works. I have a link here. It's called,
I don't know if it's
Join.
That is Lone Tech, our Archnet 777. Praise me more, stroke my ego.
Okay, everybody should go to that website.
No, the quiz wasn't a joke.
Guys, the quiz was not a joke.
Okay, so
quiz
everybody
is real.
should click on the link join.quiz.com, and then there's like a super secret code 535653.
Wait, do we have like a prompt window? I mean, like a window where we can show the questions?
Yeah, I don't even know how it works. Oh yeah.
I can if we open this one.
Well, but I have to be really honest, I didn't even know how this works because I also think there's like a timer on each question.
Oh yeah, right.
But we can maybe we can
join. Share the as a user, share it on the. Oh no,
I shared it here, so. Well, maybe we can.
I can fix it.
Maybe you can join there as a user.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens then.
Oh, you should share about the prize. The prize.
The prize?
Yeah. George, what are the prizes?
What are the prizes? The prize we have for you today is
a really neat.
The first, like, how many are going to give out? 3?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Depends.
Depends how
good you guys
are.
It's gonna be a goodie bag.
Postcard, and we'll send you a goodie bag with stuff, and I think it's gonna be like, we haven't really thought of all the details yet, but it's gonna be like keycaps, some of the fun keycaps we showed earlier. Maybe stickers.
No,
we have some special stickers from Dream.
Basically it's stickers and keycaps, but perhaps we find something else that we find interesting.
I have
but
an idea.
There we go. So, but the idea right now is stickers and keycaps.
It's going to be a small goodie bag.
Yeah, small goodie bag. So if you win the quiz, we're going to send you a small goodie bag, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe top 8. I don't know.
Hey, I can even kick people. So people we don't like, we can kick them.
People who are winning.
People who are winning. Okay, that's pretty neat. Okay, some people are dropping in. So that's pretty cool.
So we have 12 people watching and 11 people in the quiz. That's cool.
Can you send me the quiz link?
It's on YouTube, right? I'm gonna send it one more time over the chat. So.
No, I mean on Slack.
On Slack? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna send it on Slack. Yeah. Here it is. In the favorite channel.
Where's my laptop?
Okay. Maybe we'll have like 3 goodie bags, maybe 4, maybe 12. Let's see what happens.
Everybody go. Everybody wins a prize.
No. Hey, this is not a child show, okay?
This is serious business here, okay?
This is not how the world works, okay? There's only one winner.
Everybody who doesn't join the top 10 gets like a hand-blown kiss. Everybody who enters the top 10 gets like a hand-blown kiss from Jenny. So that's also an improvement. Okay, pretty neat. Oh, okay.
I'm in twice, is that possible?
Okay, that's good if you're in twice, because that's like double the prizes, right? Double the chances. Okay, Carlos is almost there.
We're sort of assuming that everybody plays honest and fair, but...
Wooting and Spec, is that you?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. Carlos almost there. Almost, so close.
Okay.
Okay, can you say something interesting
About the quiz?
about the quiz?
We're gonna have 10 questions, I guess.
What was the
What
number
are the
8?
quiz gonna be about? What?
What was the number 8 again? Because we had to write it down, right? Number 8.
Number 8? Something 8? I don't
Eight?
know. 8? No. Anyway, we're just gonna have questions, varying questions from more personal to like technical stuff to games. I don't know. I don't even remember. I just typed down a bunch of questions.
Yeah. Jeroen wrote down 20 questions.
Yeah, you picked like the most reasonable ones.
And
yeah.
I selected 10 reasonable ones. Because
Which are still...
Okay, a question that didn't make it was like, what is Jeroen's favorite gaming franchise?
I wasn't even ever going to know that. But I figured like people might guess it because it's pretty big, so...
Yeah, and some were confusing, like, what color is the Wooting box? Yeah, well, okay, what color is the Wooting box? It's probably not pink. Okay, are you almost there, color?
Just notice the Wooting shirt. Can we win one?
I don't know why it's not showing the...
Maybe. Can we win a Wooting shirt? Maybe.
Can we win a Wooting shirt? Oh, we can do the depends on what size you have.
Is the stream choppy for anyone? I don't know. Oh, it's choppy apparently.
Is it choppy?
Yeah, I think because Cole's like messing stuff around.
Yeah, he's playing with the settings a bit to get the questions on the screen because we didn't really prepare the questions. But
yeah.
Okay.
No.
Stream. Everybody says stream is dying, eh?
Stream is dying?
Yeah. Well, I'll suggest gonna start the quiz because I think people will just let's just start it and see what happens. Because
your
no,
laptop is blown.
everybody's focused on the quiz, so nobody's focused on the stream, right?
Yeah, that's kind of true.
Okay, so let's just shall I start the quiz? Okay, Carla, you should like recheck with the quiz.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. Okay, we ready?
I can do a.
Okay, let's do it.
What? What are you doing?
This way.
Whoa, this is old. Huh? Why isn't this the latest?
Stream died, right?
Yeah, it died.
It died?
It's very choppy now.
Yeah.
More last minute changes, eh? Yeah. You're not amused. We have angry people in the chat. They're writing. Chat is writing.
Not amused.
Okay, want me to restart it?
Yeah, well.
I'll. I think we have to cancel the. I can't prompt the window.
Okay.
Basically.
Oh, we have the sound? Okay, that's nice. So in the meantime, we're gonna start the quiz. So everybody can do the quiz, and then we're gonna go through it, right? So Carl's gonna reset the stream, and I'm now gonna start the quiz. So 3, 2, 1, be ready.
Okay, stop.
End game.
Okay.
What now?
Oh, we can see like how this works.
We're hoping you guys are doing something right now because we don't really know what's happening.
I restart the stream, so it's running again now.
Is something happening for you, or?
I think we'll just have to ask the question out loud. Does it work on a laptop? Because you're logged in, right? What do you see?
What?
Who started? I see nothing on the quiz stuff.
You see
Maybe you should start a question.
Oh no, there you have all the what? Oh wait, how does it work?
Now the stream is working. Okay.
Yeah, the stream is working. Is the quiz working? That's
probably not.
Maybe.
It's counting down. It's counting down. Okay, that's good.
Okay. In what sense is it counting down? Okay, that's really.
I thought you had the Wooting Inspect running the quiz.
Yeah, I also thought you had the Wooting Inspect.
Viewing. Yeah. But here, it's on this
the
one.
The quiz is empty. Oh my god, Eric.
No, it's not. Yeah, here are the questions.
Oh, the questions are right there.
But how do I prompt them? How do I start them?
I know it counts.
Shoot, 16. Okay, we're almost there. Carlos loading it up.
Yeah, the problem is I don't want to load it.
Oh, yeah,
it works
it's
for
working.
us.
There it is. It's working.
When was Wooting founded?
Oh, it works.
With multiple choices. Okay, so.
Okay, stuff happening.
People are doing their thing.
They're ready. Oh, what big event did we attend in November? It's going through all the questions.
Yeah. So you're like, too slow.
I only have one question.
Okay, so I mean, if you're watching the video, you can obviously not see the questions here, and for some reason, I don't know, it's not showing the Chrome browser when I try to activate it. It's all black, so.
Oh, what did you find us? Most people had question 6 wrong. That's a shame.
Ooh. So everybody is in the game right now. I think questions also asked randomly, or what?
Everybody's. I don't know.
God damn it, guys.
Yeah. So,
Is it working?
it looks like everybody is answering questions here, and it's working. Somebody has 6,500 points.
That's good, I guess. I don't know. What's the maximum?
Oh, somebody's like superior.
Oh my god, this guy has everything correct.
How is that possible?
Is that Visualon?
Is that our
So
biggest
Thomas finished the quiz and feels dumb. Well, don't feel dumb. I think the questions were more dumb than you.
Blame the game. Don't hate it.
Okay. Okay, people are still. Okay, some people are still doing questions, like Quinn. Quinn, hurry up,
Quinn.
Hurry up, Quinn.
We're waiting for you.
Potter? Who's Potter?
I don't know.
Oh, we have Jaime.
Jaime.
Jaime gets a.
Wooting Inspect 2.
Jaime's a friend of mine.
Rick Ashley. Rick Ashley isn't a good player.
A friend of mine just texted me, how do I get into the quiz? You had to follow a link earlier. There was a link in the chat.
Well, it's still
With
there.
like a number.
There we go. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think it's okay. Let people finish up some quizzes. Maybe you guys can start them over again. I don't know if you can see the correct answers.
I can go through all the questions.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
we'll
can
go
end
through
game and then we have like the final score.
Okay, let's.
Oh right.
We still have some
Oh,
people.
but some people
playing.
haven't. Oh, that's me 2 times here.
So
Rusty.
we're just gonna wait for.
But Rick Astley hasn't.
But Dog and Rusty Shekel Ford is almost
Oh
there.
yeah.
Okay.
Almost there.
So Google is not your biggest friend here because there's a time limit.
It's also like most of the questions are already Google.
And you can, yeah.
Where was the
we
Wooting
have a
found?
wiki page.
Yeah, Wikipedia.
Wikipedia. Okay, well.
Oh, they can see the answers.
Oh.
What?
How come? How could you see the
I
answers
don't
then?
know.
What?
Maybe afterwards.
Oh, on top. What?
You can see the correct answer on top. Oh, the 7th, not the 5th. What? Oh, after you answered it, probably, or what? You're not
Even
allowed to
during-
join again.
I think we're done, right? I mean, he
Yeah.
just had-
Give it. We're gonna close down the quiz in
Oh.
10 seconds. 9.
Oh no,
Hey.
no, Paul's still working on it.
Oh,
Okay,
Paul's working.
okay,
Okay,
like-
there's one guy.
We're gonna wait 1 minute and then we're gonna finish
Yeah,
it.
1 minute. Yep. There's 1 more minute.
And then Jeroen can assemble the whole prize table. What?
Some of the prize table behind door number 1.
Oh, after you're done with the quiz, you get the correct answers. So,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
but we'll read through them anyway and
Did
maybe
we
talk
have-
a bit about the answers.
You should also ask yourself the correct answer of the quiz question. Is it really correct? Did we answer correct?
Okay. Paul should really hurry up.
It's
Oh, there are
halfway.
even more people joining. Oh my god, smart people.
Oh, and I should be honest. The first game, answering the question, the first game we ever played analog with, or like tested analog with,
We had a discussion about it.
we had discussion about it.
What was
Yeah.
the true first
What was
game?
What
But
are your
I think
questions?
nobody's really able to know for sure, 100% for sure, which one it is.
Mystery.
Nobody
Yeah.
should know it now.
Yeah.
And if
So
you
that
have
one is
correct-
kind of a guess.
Yeah.
But you should be able to deduct the chances.
Go,
Yeah.
Paul, go. Everybody's rooting for Paul.
Everybody's rooting for Paul.
Go, Paul.
Go, Paul. Oh. Not sure what's happening. Maybe I should close this one. This really like making my battery cry. And this one. Okay, I think we're done, right?
I don't know why
Paul's,
my laptop's freaking out.
Paul's almost there.
It's a fake question.
It's a fake question.
Oh, I think there are no trick questions, right? Really? Are there trick? There are maybe trick
Okay,
questions
I'm gonna
if
stop
we made a
the-
mistake.
I'm gonna stop it. Okay, game over.
Wait, there's no countdown for people?
Oh.
5,
4,
4,
3.
3, 2, 1.
Okay.
The quiz ended.
The quiz ended.
Oh my god, you guys are so stupid.
It's totally not a dumb quiz.
Okay. Okay, let's review questions. Let's start with
okay.
that.
First question.
When was Wooting founded? The correct answer was
May 2015.
I like how you put in April as well. Just
And
why did you put in April?
most people had it wrong, but expert results.
well, what's funny is that founded Wooting, nobody could have known that really.
No.
I think they would only think about the Kickstarter, but founded means when we set up the real company for Wooting.
Well, not even well set up.
No, not even that college.
Just like the first Skype call we had with the three of us. That's sort of the day.
That's when I found it because it's
2015.
because then it's founded. But
Oh wait,
okay,
I thought it would be 2016 there. Oh, then it's correct. Then it's the first time Wooting.
okay, 4 people
Came
had
out,
it
yeah.
correct, so that's pretty sweet.
Oh, that's...
We're not gonna count new that.
April 2000.
You said April before.
No, oh, with 2015. Isn't it April 13th of April? I called you that time. Wasn't
Okay,
it?
that doesn't matter.
Okay,
Next
anyway.
question. Before we had full analog,
Trick question.
how many keys were analog? Well, that's a thing we spoiled during the live stream.
Spoiled.
Yeah.
We sneak.
Everybody's yeah. So
Everyone
12.
has that wrong is like really not paying attention. I'm like, quiz, need the prize. And then, where does Carl normally live? The correct answer was Thailand.
No. Taiwan was
It's
correct.
China, right?
How many-
Isn't it?
Taiwan, but
Yeah.
still a lot of people had it wrong. See?
Oh yeah.
See, so this guy from Discord, we're just gonna never talk to him again. And to this guy.
I live in Taiwan.
Okay, the next question. Well, where does Colin normally live? That's okay.
No, yeah. Well,
Okay.
Okay, if
How
anybody
long
got this
Oh
wrong,
well,
Okay.
it's a trick question then again.
Okay, question number 4. How long did it take for the first back to snatch the €100 keyboard of the Kickstarter? Everybody who got that wrong is like really.
question no one of
The
us can
answer is 8 seconds.
It was 8 seconds. Okay, so you didn't write it down probably. Which connector do we use? Well, that's of course micro USB.
Well, yeah. Was everybody correct on that one?
Not
No.
like half of them. Everybody.
Ooh.
It was like 9 against 6. In what games did the founders meet?
That
Only
is also
5 people have
impossible
it
to
correct.
know.
Wow.
I guess.
But it's not bad though.
No, it's not impossible because it's on a blog. I guess, right?
Yeah.
It's in the very first
first one.
blog post.
Did we say Guild Wars?
8
though?
seconds.
The answer.
It was in the very first blog post.
The answer was Guild Wars. So I guess it's not the first time we all met each other, but we kind of like.
No, it's
Well,
in the
but
blog
if
post.
you say all 3 of us being together,
Yeah, that was
that
in
was Guild Wars. Yeah.
It was. But 5 people got it correct.
What kind of
trivia
trivia
is
is this?
Okay. How many different languages do we support? Well, this one is a really tricky question because I think we support more or less than actually is on a Kickstarter, sort of. And
It
only
kinda
one,
depends on how you count
Well,
it
only
also.
one got it correct.
only one got it correct.
Yeah.
And the answer is
12.
But I think it's also because it's so surprising how many languages we support, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it depends on how you look at it. Like,
No.
let me see. You have US, UK, French, Belgium, German,
Spanish.
Swiss.
Don't count because maybe it's not
Spanish,
12. Don't, 12. 12. Okay,
It was 12. It was
and
12.
a lot mores, and it becomes 12.
Okay, now probably the most easiest question. What big event did we attend in November? Like almost everyone got it correct. And the answer was DreamHack Winter.
Yeah.
So it's pretty sweet. This one also only got one person got it correct. Where was our first live stream broadcast? What's the question?
Oh, yeah.
When did we first live stream? And what's the
Where?
location?
It
Where?
says where, like.
And the answer is Computex type.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Whoa!
We had that one correct.
Oh my god.
The first time we did live stream was Computex type.
What did I
It's still
miss?
true.
You missed the quiz.
That
missed
it must be
everything.
Callum, by the way.
No,
I know it's Callum.
no,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not. It's-
Answer was on Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
Facebook.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Location.
I mean, we did on
This one,
Facebook
it
and
was-
Twitter that time.
This one,
During Computex
Yeah. I
live
think
streaming.
I mainly on Facebook. Yeah.
like Callum didn't got it like.
Oh, Callum didn't get
No,
because
it's-
he was the one that was asking a lot of questions that time on that first stream,
Yeah.
Facebook stream.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay, and the final question: what was the first
Oh.
game we ever used for testing analog?
Vieslon got that one. I'm not
Yeah.
sure how to pronounce his name, so I'm sorry, man. But
Yeah, nice, good job. What was the first game we used for testing analog? Well, the answer is Rocket League, and I can still remember it. He wanted like analog working on a keyboard, and made like this crappy video with his mobile phone. It was like, oh look, it works.
Oh yeah.
This question is also pretty important. Whoa, it's surprising that 8 people got it right, since this game wasn't shown in the Kickstarter video. Well, the other 2 were. You showed Dishonored and Burnout, right?
Yeah. But we also showed Counter-Strike somewhere, right? Did we ever show Counter-Strike?
No. No. Counter-Strike works better now, by the way.
Okay, they're like 3 people who don't get prizes. That's like Wooting Inspect 2, and Rick Ashley.
Who's Rick Ashley?
Okay. So now we see like, I think the score is based on how many questions you got correct and how fast you were, right?
Yeah. The score, is it?
Yeah, see? So we have a clear top 3. So V, and that was like, what was his name again?
Veselon.
Was that
Veselon?
Yeah, Veselon is like a machine. He knows Wooting better than us, I guess.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That was insane. Yeah,
Veselon, really great job.
I don't know, can everyone see it? The
My
whole
MacBook
score?
What we can do is you can make a picture and throw it on
just
Slack,
screenshot
and then I can throw it on.
Screenshot it?
Yeah, screenshot it.
With the score?
Export results.
Yeah, let's just do it with the score.
With the score, not with the
Okay, we're gonna throw the screenshot on Slack.
Just put everything, right?
Stream then.
Why didn't you just...
That's okay.
That's right.
Oh. Okay, so there's some proof also.
Okay, so we know who the clear winner is, and are we gonna make a top 3 or top 5? How many presents are we gonna give away?
Well,
1, 2, 3,
the
4,
dude in the dotted shirt seems bored as fuck.
What?
Oh, some guy just said in the chat, that dude in the dotted shirt seems bored as fuck. Yeah, I know. I'm not bored, but
Jeroen is always sarcastic, and it's very hard sometimes to find expression.
It's just a resting face, and it's not dots. It's like actual icons of.
It's many.
It's like a sun and an airplane.
Did you post it on Slack? Or?
I'm now gonna post. I'm gonna send a link on YouTube still.
Sorry.
Oh, just okay. So you can just go to the link, or
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm now gonna upload it to Imager.
Sure. Yeah, there's a reason we always show Calder in the videos.
Yeah, there's a reason. Because Calder's the only handsome one.
Jeroen is the brawler.
Jeroen is way too sarcastic. Plop. Okay, and it's uploaded.
All right, so we have it on. We have all the scores on Imager.
Pop. Here it is.
There is a very clear winner, which is V, and that is on the live stream via Veselon. I don't know. Veselon.
Yeah.
Veselon. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but
so hooray for Vesel!
Congratulations, man! Very good job. Very nice.
So your prize is you win a year internship at Wooting. If you know how to code. No, so we're gonna send a goodie bag to you for sure. Just send a message via. Can you send messages via YouTube?
You cannot send messages via YouTube, but obviously, are you on Discord or social at Wooting then?
Yeah, but I think it's easier if he sends a message via YouTube, because else Cameron will send, hey, I'm V. Let's say everybody who's in the top 5. Or is that too
he's
much?
on Discord. He's on Discord. So
okay. Yeah, send one of us a whisper.
Send one of us a whisper. Yeah.
So how far?
And what we need is just send us a whisper.
What do we do? Like top 5?
Top 5? Top 5.
I'm meeting 2 guys of the top 5 in like 2 hours.
This is a little bit of a cheater guy though.
Which one? This one?
Ball and Jaime. They're both friends of mine.
Yeah. Okay, so let's make a top 5 then. Yeah.
Okay, we'll give like personal gift to these guys, because I will see them anyway.
Yeah.
I'll do like the rest of the 5. So
yeah.
So we have like Wisla, Pade, Grimmin, Tom Bobben, and Mr. Pleasant.
Oh, but I really feel like.
Oh, and then you have Quinn here. He didn't get into the beta testers. Doesn't win the quiz. Doesn't get the chance to work on the keyboard.
So
So that's a really nice
Poor
line.
Quinn.
Right above Quinn. everybody who is Quinn or below. Oh man, I feel so bad for Quinn now. I also feel really bad. So because we wanted to make a top 5 and we have 2 cheaters, so we need to have the first 7 win a prize, right? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh
Let's
my God.
include Quinn. Come on, I can't.
No, because if we include Quinn, we should really include Frankie because he has the same score.
Okay, let's do it like.
Okay.
No, it's
So cut off at 3,000 then.
cut off at 3,000.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Jasper, I mean.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, you guys are making it so difficult.
No, that's okay. Fuck Quinn.
No.
No way. Oh God.
Oh my God.
It's this is. Oh my God.
Okay.
There's nobody really cheated, but there's 2 guys that we know personally.
Yeah.
Which we call kind of cheating. Kind of cheating.
Okay, that's. I'm really sorry, Quinn, but we really have to cut you right off. So, the first prize goes to V. The second prize goes to Petter.
What if?
Then we have.
What if we do it like this? The number 1 gets the best gift, or maybe the number 1, 2, and 3, or the number 1 and 2, and the rest gets like consolation prize.
Well, it's like a bloke kiss from you.
No. Well, we can send them something though.
Yeah.
Postcard anyway. Right?
Thanks for joining the quiz.
No,
Here you go.
No. You know what I mean? I mean, it fits in the postcard anyway.
Yeah.
It fits in the postcard anyway. So
Okay.
at the very least, we can send them stickers, for example.
Okay, so we'll do
as long as it fits in the postcard.
Okay, so we're gonna give everyone
top
till
3.
top 3 without these 2 cheaters.
Yeah.
So we have like, but we already said like these.
V gets the top prize. That's
V
for
gets
sure.
the top
Okay,
prize.
yeah, he's insane.
Let's just do that. V gets the top prize, and the rest gets runner-ups.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
what prizes?
The V for V, it's a secret.
Okay.
And the run, it's all a
Okay,
secret.
okay, here we go.
But we're gonna send everybody prize. Okay, here
Well,
we go.
we know like V is gonna get the goodie bag with some nice keycaps, and we can maybe make him like the top 3 gets like goodie bags with keycaps and cool stuff, and the other ones just get like cool
These
stuff.
guys have the same score. Oh
No,
no, they don't. They
No.
don't.
Look, we have different type of special keycaps, and it's kind of like we can't give everybody the same
Yeah.
type anyway. So
Okay,
we're
so
gonna
everybody-
figure that out. But
Okay, so everybody should now send a message via YouTube to us with your address, or via Discord.
no,
to your book.
we shouldn't show it to everybody. So they have to send it with a personal message.
Yeah. So
There's
so
is
send
there
a-
any personal message on YouTube? No, right?
There is, right?
Is there? I don't
Yeah,
think
there
there
is personal message on YouTube.
Is there? I think that's like Google Chat or something.
Okay. Well, then do it via Discord.
Where's
Okay.
the music come from?
So, okay, guys, everybody that joined the quiz, you go on Discord and you send Erik.
Yeah.
No. You're gonna
Yeah,
send
send Eric a message.
No. You're gonna send Jeroen a message.
Send Eric a message. I have stuff to be tonight.
You have to send us the username you used on the quiz.
Yeah. Don't cheat. There's only one V.
Yeah. There's only one.
And we know who it is.
And we know who it is. So you're gonna send us the username used on the quiz, and give us your real name and give us your address. But send a personal message on Discord.
Yeah.
And send it to either, or just send it to me, my name, IG Wood.
No, that's me. You can send it to either any of the 3 of us on Discord. Yeah. And if you're not on Discord, the link is in the chat. So just send us a PM with the name you used in the quiz, and please give us your real name. Can be your initial plus last name, but we need some kind of name. And give us your post address, and don't forget to add your country with it, because
That's important. Yeah.
And then if you're number 1, which is V, you get a special prize, of course, and the rest gets a runner-up prize. So yeah. Awesome.
Okay, I'm not sure. No, don't shoot.
Well, we're gonna
just send
check it
messages
after
on
the stream.
I'm gonna check that.
So make sure you send the message on Discord. Awesome.
Okay.
That was an amazing quiz.
Wow. That was
so well prepared.
Well, we know what we can do for the next quiz, the next format.
Yeah, just do some decent questions.
Okay, see you later, Cal.
Oh, see you, Callum.
Bye. Okay.
Thanks for joining the quiz.
Thanks for joining the quiz. Okay, so what's next? It's
Okay, I think this
What's the quiz?
this becomes now the new news part, kind of also.
The quiz?
No, 2017 now. We
We're
just
gonna
we
talk
finished the
about-
quiz.
We should have had like fireworks and stuff.
we have fireworks.
You know these TV shows who some like broadcasts around now, and they have like this special New Year's thing where they do fireworks and like crackers.
Send them or what?
No, fire them up.
I can just imagine us sitting here with sparklers.
Well, I have a surprise for you guys. I went to
How do I whisper on Discord?
I went to Belgium. I bought a Cobra 6. We put one in the Wooting one, and we're gonna blow it up.
Okay, just one question. How do I send a whisper on Discord? I think when you go to the Wooting Discord, on the top right, you can see everyone, and you can see 3 guys on top.
Yeah.
And which is us because we have a red color.
Yeah, everybody has a red color. And then I think you
And
right
just
click
press
on
that
this.
name. I think you just click that name. Right? When you go to the Wooting channel, you just
Yeah,
click
yeah.
one of the names. And then message.
Oh yeah.
on the
You can
pop-up.
click on the name and then you see message.
Yeah.
I said,
Okay.
Hey, it's me, V. I want a quiz.
I want a quiz.
So
Okay.
let's talk about 2017. And I was thinking you guys should join us talking about 2017 because we have some. I mean, there's a couple of things. One is what's going to happen with manufacturing, delivering the keyboard, one of the most important things. But we should also look at what are we going to do after we deliver the keyboard, right? And what's going to happen later in 2017, and what should we do as a next project, for example?
Yeah.
Could be a topic. But I think, yeah, you guys can join this conversation. We can start sharing first about what is right now the immediate plan for 2017. What do we know for sure that's going to happen? I think we should start with that.
Launching the Wooting one.
Delivering the keyboard, yeah.
That's
So-
for sure.
I can start with saying that I think the biggest thing lingering right now is everybody's wondering when is a keyboard going to be delivered, because we announced already February before, and not the last blog post but the one before, I think. And anyway, otherwise the Kickstarter update, we talked about the switch issue and the mechanical issue, right? That's how we always divide it. We talked also about it in the last stream. And now, in comparison to then, not right now, we're at a point where we probably don't have the switch issue anymore because there is a new switch, and the new switch is pretty freaking good.
Pretty freaking good. So what are the new specs of the new Switch?
We'll see.
Pretty
For
freaking
ourselves.
good.
Yeah. But we have to keep in mind that this new switch is what we call the trial production switch. So they need to make a mass production switch, and it should be the same type of switch as the trial production switch. So, it's still like a question if that mass production switch will be on time, fast enough, exactly as how we want it to be. But how it looks right now, and for what the agreements were, switch looks like it's not going to be an issue right now. But the mechanical issue, what we talked about, is still lingering, and we're still trying to really pinpoint where it's exactly coming from. And I don't want to explain the exact mechanical issue right now because it's just yeah, it's a little bit boring, but it's also a bit of too much to explain.
Yeah, because you have to explain like the whole background
Yeah.
and stuff. It's just
But it just
gonna be a long story.
it just comes down to the the issue just comes down to that if we start manufacturing right now, then there will be too many keyboards that will have an issue. There will be keyboards that are fine, working as we want it to work, but there will also be a lot of keyboards that are not working as they're supposed to work, and we don't want to have that for mass production. We're going to talk a little bit more about this in the new update that we're bringing out starting January. But obviously, what you can already imagine right now is that we could not hit our mass production date that we planned initially. So the things that we know for sure in 2017 is we're going to do another trial production.
Yeah.
Right? And that trial production is going to happen in the week of 9th of January.
Yeah, second week. Right?
Yeah. And the whole point of that trial production is that we fixed the mechanical issue. Either we found it or we fixed it, but it's pinpointed.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can make the decision again. Are we going to mass produce? If we pinpointed the mechanical issue, means that we can know when a keyboard will not be good, or it means we fixed it and most of the keyboards will be just fine. Like there will always be some kind of default.
So all of the keyboards will be
fine.
not most
all
keyboards.
The idea is all, but you never really know.
No.
So that is something we can conclude after the trial production. But right now, the idea is that, of course, after trial production, we're going to start mass producing straight away as soon as we can. And for that to happen, we need to schedule a mass production date. Now, there are two things that hinder with this setting the date. One is Chinese New Year.
All right.
Yeah, Chinese New Year, and we're going to talk about this more in the update that we're bringing out. So, but you're the first ones that are hearing about this. So, Chinese New Year happens ending January and ends mid-February. So after that, we can start mass producing.
So you have to imagine that during Chinese New Year, it's like 2 to 3 weeks where just everything in China and Taiwan is just closed.
Yeah.
And around that time, it's crazy as well, because trying to ship or order parts just around Chinese New Year is pretty impossible.
Yeah.
And I think because it's so busy at the moment, a lot of mistakes can be made during production.
And a lot of mistakes can probably be made.
So, but more about that in the next.
Can there be a part production?
What is that a question? What?
Yeah, so I can imagine like trying to do 100 first, which is very difficult because you have to, after we finish the whole design, well, not the design, after we've solved all the issues, then you have to order all the materials in one go. It's not like you can just order 10 pieces or 100 pieces of a certain part of your keyboard. You have to order everything at once,
and right now, because we don't know what the mechanical issue is, we can't say like let's order 1,000 bottom cases, because then all of a sudden we find out in the bottom case there's this little thing that's not good that needs to be changed. So unfortunately, it's not that easy. And placing orders, we can't order a very small amount just like that. But that's why we have the trial production. The trial production basically is a small production before you do mass production, and those keyboards should be fine.
But that's purely for testing.
That's purely for testing, yeah. So we're going to talk more about this in the new update that we're building. I mean, it's very hard right now around this time to really...
Christmas, eating.
Yeah, exactly. To get the update done, so... After soup. Anyway, so we're going to talk more about it in that update. But if you followed us, obviously our priority right now is to once we've done the mass production, get shipping done as fast as possible. There is no more time to do like boat shipping or something like that. So we already put in our schedule and our plans that we want to do air shipping, for example. And that's just to make sure that we can get the keyboard in your hands as soon as possible once we fixed the issue. So, okay, we'll be talking more about that in the new update. This is just like a kind of like a sneak peek of what the situation is. Obviously, we don't want to share information that is kind of like still hanging out there, and then we have to repeat ourselves or correct ourselves. So,
So 2017.
2017. Yeah.
It's going to be an awesome year.
It's going to be a good year.
Yeah, I think it's really. I think the most I'm looking forward. Maybe we should like talk to our whole plans for 2006, 2017 because that's super boring. It's like company stuff,
and there's also so much stuff that can change.
Yeah, true. And maybe we should like each of us talk like what we're the most excited about of 2017.
Sure.
And I think the most, I'm just gonna like snipe it away now. The thing I'm really most excited about is when we launched and everybody who backed us or pre-ordered it has the Wooting one at home and plays with it and getting their reactions. If they're like positive or negative, it's sort of your thing. But that's like a thing I'm really looking forward to because some massive user feedback. That's a thing that I'm really excited about.
Just getting the keywords out there finally.
So relieved.
Just feeling that people are actually using it will be.
You know what I would really feel amazing about is when we're sitting here again doing a stream, but people are actually using the keyboard and they're telling us like asking a question about a game and how he used it in the game, and you know there was an issue or something, or it's something interesting
how can I
to
do
tell,
this or that, and
or even that.
Yeah.
That would be really awesome. I would really look forward to that.
We have a very good question looking into this. Will there be a forum for everyone to share thoughts about the product once we have it?
I don't think we don't have a forum.
I don't like the forum format that much.
But I think somebody made a Reddit, which is like a good start. But on the other hand, we really love our Discord community, and most people on Discord, as you can see in the ranking questions, know a lot about Wooting, and most of the people, I think almost everybody who's in Discord ordered a Wooting 1 somehow. So there's a big user knowledge base of people who can share stuff. But I think Reddit is an option, but I don't think an internal forum is like really...
You know what I want to really avoid is that we build this forum with this idea people can go on it, share this, share that,
it's just gonna die. I mean,
exactly.
People are using Discord anyway for other games, I imagine.
So you can like discuss.
Because then you have your account for that specific forum, and you're not going to actively be on it anyway. So we really like the idea more of using existing platforms and integrating it with how we communicate or do things.
On the other hand, we have like future plans to share like analog profiles, right, on a web server or somewhere. So that could also be like a thing where people can like comment or get in touch with each other. But we're also trying to avoid it where people can communicate, because it's like a different thing where people can communicate with each other. But a dedicated forum will probably never be there. There will be like a help thing on the website where people can find like some frequently asked questions and some how-to videos.
Perhaps.
And maybe a Reddit that we will build up.
Yeah, exactly. It depends kind of on how things grow, because I think organically you will feel what is the best platform to communicate and share with each other with. Right now I think it's Reddit, that we make a subreddit for sharing where you can share about profiles or talk about things.
Yeah, there is one already.
Somebody made
but
it.
It's still private. Yeah,
somebody made it for us.
It's like
awesome.
Nice.
Callum is already gone. So.
But I guess what you just said about the sharing profiles part is a very important part. Like in the first release of the keyboard, you can import and export profiles. That's like how we tackle it first. And this really it's really simple, as in you export your keyboard profile and it becomes this file which you can import.
What file?
A .what file?
A .what file?
What's the name of the file?
What are you looking at me for?
It has a file name, right?
It's a .wood file, yeah.
.wood file.
Oh.
Okay. So anyway, and it starts off very, very simple. We have on our website a dedicated page where we just where profiles are posted, but first by us, I guess. And it's very manual work at first until we find a good flow or something useful how we can share it.
I think we have like two plans. One is to build it on the website where people can like upload their profile and people can like maybe vote it up, or this like the most downloaded or the most used one.
I mean, it has to be integrated with the
and also
at one point.
Eventually,
also integrated with the utility, or maybe just first integrated with the utility and then.
I think like the main goal would be that people can easily share their profiles just from the utility online as well, and also vote it up or down, so we can sort of dynamically get the right one. And then when you load your game or open up your game, it will automatically load the profile set for it.
That's like the end goal.
So that feature won't be in the first version of the utility, but we really want to push that feature out in 2017. Because it's a really major feature and it makes the Wooting 1 even better. So I think that comes down to that after the keyboard is on the market, meaning you guys have it at home, we will be less worrying about hardware issues and keyboard things, and more focused on expanding the compatibility and the usefulness of the keyboard itself, and mainly first with the utility that you get with it. And I think that will be the most interesting development, because
in the end, the utility will also decide how easy is it to use the keyboard.
Yeah.
How easy is it for people that don't understand how we do it to use the keyboard?
Yeah, that's also going to be very.
No, well, I think we're really focusing on trying to make the best user experience as we can at the moment. But when everybody has the keyboard and started working with it, we probably get feedback like, "Hey, why is this button there, and why is this so confusing here, and what does this do, and why do you not have that function?" And then we can like really agile push little updates out and improve stuff over the time. So that's pretty neat.
Agile.
Wow.
Hip.
Startup, agile.
Let's scrum the startup with the agile lean machine, okay?
Lean design, object orientated coding.
I told you, functional programming is a new thing. Like.
Functional programming.
Oh.
So we're gonna make everything functional.
Functional.
But I'm actually curious about
IoT, cloud connected keyboard.
I'm actually curious about
big data.
people watching right now. What are your expectations actually when you receive the keyboard, and if you're planning to, and I really recommend to use the Wootility. It's called Wootility, by the way.
I made up the name again. It wasn't Discord. Somebody.
Yeah, in the end with Quinn.
Quinn
that
Quinn.
time.
Oh, so Quinn won something. Quinn, you already got a prize.
Anyway, so what are your first expectations of that utility? What are your first expectations of the keyboard actually? What you could do?
It can type.
Yeah. No, I'm really curious. Like, what is like your first expectation? Like, what you can do with a keyboard?
Lovely kan. Later in 75, so. How big is the delay on the stream?
A couple seconds. Let's not wait for. Okay. So when that question is like lingering out there.
Yeah.
After the GUI.
After the GUI.
Like besides the GUI, I should say, because that's like a non-stop story.
I think like what I'm hoping for, like best case scenario for me, 2017 will be analog keyboards in itself becoming picked up by not only games but also different things. And also just the whole support for it expanding, which we're gonna work on as well. So not just having the controller emulation we do right now, but also like that analog keyboards in itself become a thing. That'll be.
I kind of feel that next year analog keyboards will more touch the surface, but it's not gonna crack it yet. As in, I don't see other companies jumping into it too fast. Fast. Because of the way we have to do analog in games right now, and how as a user you need to make it compatible with that game to get the analog. It's not to a level yet where you can say, hey, I'm your average Joe, and I want to walk analog in a game without setting up anything. Like just start the game and start walking analog. This doesn't work like that right now, and it's impossible to make it work like that right now.
It's very hard.
And I feel that a lot of more established companies are going to will wait for that moment. And that's the thing that we're trying to work towards very hard, because like we always say, right, we want analog keyboards to become the industry standard, and to make it a standard means also it has to be brainless to set up.
Okay, well, 3 people responded.
All right,
4 people responded.
So what's the first? Mr. Hymans will drool over it. So that's the first thing,
You didn't even order a keyboard. You think you're gonna get one for free, or?
Okay, then we have He will put on a PBT keycaps. That's pretty neat. So you're saying our keycaps are shitty,
which is. No, it's not true.
It's actually
not like PBT.
Well, it depends on PBT. If you have like the translucent PBT, that's pretty neat because you can still enjoy the RGB backlight.
Like backlighting,
Yeah, but if you have the PBT that don't have the translucent thing, it's still pretty neat because there's a really awesome
the backdrop.
The how do you say it? The
backlight, light bleed.
That's pretty neat. So that's a good thing. Doing like nice PBT keycaps.
I'm really curious about. Well, I tried it once, PBT keycaps actually.
I was trying.
I have to mention but that is basically whenever you do PBT keycaps or you do other party keycaps, and especially with PBT or double ABS, you really have to be careful with removing them, because the stem, the stem of the keycap, the tolerance is in most cases smaller, like much tighter than your regular ABS keycaps, because of the double shot. So you have to be careful, be careful. But you know what? If you screw it up and you break something, or you break a switch or something like that, you can just swap it out with a new one. So
And I think but the breaking of the switch is not an issue. It's that you ruin the keycap as well.
Yeah, and
that's the worst part. Yeah.
Do you know how I fixed in the end?
You
Yeah, did you fix it?
I fixed one. I have like this double shot white ABS keycaps.
Oh
when
yeah.
I brought from Taiwan.
Yeah.
And we had these first.
Well, wait. Little context here is
okay.
that,
Well, that was like these prototype switches.
No,
it was
wait.
like prototype.
Let's start off with. Let's start off with.
Yeah, caller, tell us
What Erik is talking about is what can happen is when you remove the keycap and it's really, really tight, you can break the stem, and it can happen with any switch that you break the stem.
No, that's not what I was saying. I was saying when we still.
But with our first prototype switch.
Yeah, the first prototype switch is pretty weird because it had a really weak stem and a little indent.
Yeah.
Which nobody knew why it was there.
No.
So that's fixed. So it break less. There's less chance of breaking. Is that how I say? Is that correct? But there's a way if you pull them out wrong, that prototype switch, the stems would like break.
Yeah.
And it was pretty bad that the stem was also inside the keycap.
Yeah, that's the worst part.
So the worst part. But what I did in the end, I had like this needle, which I made warm above my stove, and like pushed it in, waited till it was all melted together, and I could like pull it out. The stem.
Yeah, it's pretty smart.
So
that is smart. Yeah.
I still need to do it though.
Yeah, you should do it.
I have 2 keycaps.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Anyway, sorry.
Okay, for me, the first thing I'll do is swap the caps lock and the escape key.
Well, what?
Then he has his own keycaps and also. Yeah.
But you're gonna have
but
the caps lock
escape on
functionality
caps
on the.
That's interesting.
Have you seen that before? No.
I haven't seen that before.
But do you want to like switch it physically, like the keycaps,
or also the function? Yeah, true.
Interesting.
What?
Yeah, true. Are you gonna put the escape keycap literally on the caps lock key, or do you want to swap the function with each other?
What is the thing?
We can swap the function from it, right?
Yeah, you can.
The utility.
What are you talking about?
Of caps lock and escape. Yeah.
Swapping caps lock and escape. We have that function.
Theory, what?
Yeah, I mean in the utility you can do it right now.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, automatic gaming profiles. Yeah, that's a thing.
That's exact automatic game profiles where we want to work towards.
Get rid of the caps key. Oh my god, nobody likes the caps key.
Everybody hates the caps key.
Is it like the caps?
But how do you get rid of it though? Like, are you just gonna take it off and?
Is it? is it like our
remap
caps key that's ugly or
no?
Well,
No. Just the caps in general.
It's the caps in general. It's the most useless key on the keyboard.
Okay, then we have RGB light patterns. Oh,
that's interesting. The whole thing. Yeah.
Oh shit! We haven't
shit. Yeah. Okay, RGB light patterns. Okay, let's start with this.
Okay.
We have a couple of patterns. Simple, very simple. Nothing special. But we're not really focused on making them right now because it's so low priority. And but we haven't gone into this anymore for a little while because it's lower on our priority list. But making patterns, you should be able to do it yourself as well. But at first, a very low level style, meaning that you need to code it yourself first.
Yeah, for version 1, but later on in the year we'll add like more functions.
We still need to build it up, but the priority is quite low in getting it all in.
But it will be there.
It will be there. Yeah.
Okay. Then we have the don't like ABS. Yeah, I can imagine that. Well, it's the keycap thing. Who wanted to swap out the ABS keycaps?
Huh?
The Well, Una won't even give me a prize, so why do we need to order one? I think YouTube has the most wackiest emoticons.
Yeah, true. Like poopies or something.
But then now order one eventually, so he's still.
Like pudding.
Is that your friend?
Yeah.
Okay, so.
We'll play games to eat egg soup.
Oh, Grimmin is gonna play games both with running and driving, which are like GTA, Mafia Free,
Battlefield, Mad Max.
Battlefield, Mad Max.
Mad Max. I should really try out Mad Max.
Oh yeah, we could. Yeah, you
It
could.
was like almost bought it last year but it came around the same time that Metal Gear Solid 5
wasn't
released.
Mafia 3 kind of a bummer the release, or
I don't remember.
did you really play
I know in GTA it's going to be a little bit tricky. Like you have to work with 2 profiles, 2 analog profiles to do all the analog in GTA because you have the driving, walking, flying, and they're a little bit different from each other.
Okay, now it's an interesting question. Finally, an interesting question.
All right.
Could there be a wear and tear issue if switches are changed a lot?
Until so far, of all the switching, like changing
Swapping?
we've done, the swapping we've done,
We didn't.
I didn't notice anything.
We did it a lot. And we don't think I think in the beginning maybe it's funny to like swap out switches, pull them out, but I don't think you're gonna do it all the time.
All the time, yeah.
So
and I wonder how often I definitely can imagine that after swapping it, like I don't know how many times honestly, but after swapping it quite some times, it's gonna fit not as tight.
1 million.
Well, I don't know about 1 million. That's a lot.
I think it's gonna be like 1,000 times. That's also a lot because then you have to like swap out your.
I think we haven't even swapped them out 1,000 times.
No, we swapped them out a lot. So
no, we've swapped out quite a lot. Yeah.
Mapping different actions on different activation points, macro functions. Yeah, that's really sweet. That's thing to do.
Yeah, what is it? DKS?
Double keystroke.
Double keystroke.
Yeah, we have like an internal name for the function, which is like either multiple activation point, which is map, which is not doesn't sound like it, but
no,
we like DKS better. Double keystroke.
Yeah, exactly.
But what if you do like 3? Will be triple.
Then it's triple and then quadruple.
What is the other one?
Quintet or something?
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, before we reach that, okay, then we have mapping different. Okay, do you pull out only by the streams? Do you pull them out only by the streams? Do you mean
steams?
Oh, stems. No, well, pulling out the keycaps.
Want to show it?
Yeah, we can show it kind of. I don't have a puller here.
I have one in my bag.
Because when you pull out the keycaps, it's more about. You can pull it out in different ways. Let's see. What are you looking at?
I was looking at him.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but let's go.
Joanne, Mr. Oh, Jaime says Joanne.
Which is clicky? Blue,
The
blue one is clicky. It's this one is the blue one.
Yeah, you cannot see it, right?
Yeah, but you can hear it, right?
Yeah. Oh, this is Nordic layout.
Yeah, it's not a clicky layout.
Oh, wait. You can also show how you take out the switch.
I don't think it's focused now.
Let me hold it for you.
It's not focused, it's easy.
Let's do it from here. It's okay.
Okay. So just take the escape key, right? So we have this keycap puller, which you see right here, which you also get in the box, of course. And it has 2 sides. So one of them, this one, is maybe familiar to some people because this one is used for the keycaps, which you can take off with most mechanical keyboards. But the other one is for the switch itself. So you just put it on the side and push it, and then you can just take it out. And now you have like just the switch.
Ta-da!
Ooh.
Yeah.
This is the blue one, yeah.
That's a blue switch.
Yeah.
Oh, there's something new with the blue switch also.
What?
We have never showed it before.
No, that's don't show it.
I'll show this later.
Okay.
I'm really against showing it at this point because
you
it's
don't want
probably gonna change and.
Well, at least you can get direct feedback for it.
Okay, let's.
We'll have to show it anyway. Okay.
Yeah.
So right here.
Let me change
very,
that.
very difficult to see.
Wait, let me
it's
change
open
the
on the
focus.
bottom. It's open on the bottom.
yeah.
See.
Focus.
Oh, don't move.
There we go.
It's a lot of light there.
Yeah, there's a lot of light. I
Okay,
can see
you
it.
can sort of see like a faint glow of orange. So the inside of the switch, they made like an orange piece of plastic to indicate color.
So the indication that it's a blue switch is orange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not a big fan of it personally, but
Like
indication is good.
It's like this. Like before, there was nothing. So and
Yeah,
the
also
red
good.
switch doesn't have like any indication of red. Also. So
that's true. Yeah.
Right now, it's just like it's there, so you know it's the blue switch.
Okay, well let's,
Anyway,
let's go through the chat really fast. Simon V commented about getting rid of the caps key. That's true, right? He commented to you, I guess.
Is that true? Is that came in 24th?
Was it the student finals thing? That's more of a private thing.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, about getting rid of the
Simon-
Yeah, I'm still gonna respond to that next week after New Year's Eve.
Yeah. So it's on the
Yeah,
task
Simon,
list
we're
for
gonna
sport.
get back on you.
Yeah,
on that
sure.
email.
Okay. With the different activation point, that was it. And your friend, Mr.
Hyman.
Hi,
Hyman's is
ordering right now.
His name is Hyman.
Hyman, thank you, Hyman. You're the best. Okay, he said there was a problem with breaking the stems. Yeah, well, there used to be a problem with the old switches.
Yeah.
If you would pull them out vertically instead of horizontally, that sounds really weird.
No. The thing is, like, with the
Just angle.
with the prototype switches in the stem design, meaning this is the switch and this plastic part here, or like this transparent part here, which you install the keycap on. That's the stem. Its design inherently had a weak spot, which meant that if you pulled out the keycap in a angle, like a sharp angle, you pull it out in a sharp angle, it would break the stem. But that was a problem with an old version of the switch. I put it in the wrong way. But we don't have that problem anymore with the new switch. So, but I do know, like, it hasn't happened anymore, but I do know for sure that it's never going to be impossible to break.
But I think if you force it, like if you really, instead of like what you normally would do, like pull it vertically, I'm saying correctly, vertically, if you kind of force it like one way or like trying to bend it, then I think there's a bigger chance to pull the switch out or break the whole stem. Or
that's why in general it's really recommended you pull out the keycaps straight up, never pull from an angle. No matter with what kind of switch or keyboard, you should always pull it straight up.
Well, that's it.
Okay, I think we're really at the end actually. We're on we just finished our second hour, and I think we can do 5 more minutes closing down. So if there's any,
just close down. Final questions, I guess.
Yeah, final questions. Yeah, and
if anyone has any final questions,
and for the rest for 2017,
we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Surprise!
It's all out there. I think that, like, to recap, the most important part is keyboards. You guys, us, working on making the experience better. That's the most important thing. And and that is that is our primary goal at that time. There's no bigger project
secret,
or secret happening. Yeah, it's really improving the experience, improving the product you have in hands first.
It's going to be about learning the best we can.
Learning from it and taking that with us for anything that comes afterwards. So any final questions? This is your moment. Otherwise,
just some thank yous and
thank you.
So thank you guys for this amazing year with Wooting.
We couldn't have done it without you. Else we would I don't know, have like a lot of keyboards. Like around
1,000 keyboards in our room, just doing nothing.
Doing nothing.
But I'm really hoping for 2017 when you guys like unbox the Wooting one, you feel the same as I pulled it out of a big box with a little bit more crappy Wooting ones in it. Because it's really neat experience to have to hand it for the first time and plug it in and see how it goes and see what happens, and for sure it's going to be awesome. And
I already felt really exciting when the sticker was on the keyboard and it was inside the box with our things underneath that opening the box and seeing the keyboard in there and taking it out as if it was a new keyboard, that was really exciting for myself, because for us, we've always been working with the keyboard as,
we just get it in the DHL package.
It's like bubble wrap and wrap it. It's like, and then you plug it in. It's not working. No, it's not working. Make it work. It's not working. And then it's working. It's working crappy. Make it work better. And then it works better. Finally, it works better. New prototype.
So that experience was so much different. It really felt like a keyboard that you would have, and that felt really cool. And
something finished.
Something finished. Yeah. I'm really, really excited. I really hope that you guys are gonna enjoy that.
Okay.
So yeah.
If you find a question.
Any question? Otherwise.
Yeah, question for Crazy Pork. Are you going to make an attachable wrist rest for the Wooting?
This is like, I think that's been a topic around me for such a long time, because before we started the Kickstarter, I did a lot of research, and there was this discussion, should we add like an optional wrist rest to it?
For Kickstarter, yeah.
Kickstarter.
But the options were no, there was only one option if we would do that, which was use an existing type of wrist rest, which is made from foam or something like that,
and fake leather.
Or fake leather. Yeah. Either way, we could have to use an existing solution. But in the end, when you use it with a keyboard, because of this, what's it called?
Ramp.
Well, yeah, because of this ramp on the front, it would never feel like the wrist rest is part of the keyboard, and it would always feel like an extra, and not really like a thing that's supposed to be with the keyboard. So,
but we still like the idea of a wrist rest, but I don't think we will like burn our fingers self with it, because we don't have that much experience with wrist rest. Because it looks really simple, like make this, make it so high, make it that big, and you're done. But I think if we ever make a wrist rest, we look for like a company who makes like these nice wooden wrist rest, and ask them for, hey, can we collaborate to make like the epic wrist rest for the Wooting one?
Yeah.
That would be pretty neat.
Yeah, because right now there's nothing in the plans, but definitely the ideas has been going around is, for example,
wrist rest, but also different keycaps.
Yeah, they're different they're like about wrist rest, different keycaps and cases. There are ideas. There are no concrete plans yet, but there are ideas that we can execute, and it's kind of like we're not gonna make. When it comes to wrist rest, for example, because it's what the topic is about, we can do like Erik was mentioning wood. With wood, it's easier to customize it towards the keyboard angle, and you can just shove it on, and you can attach by magnets. But if we would say like
magnets,
you can have like a stickable, like you take off the top plate, stick a magnet underneath it, and then you can stick a magnet on the inside in the wood.
For sure, it's not going to interfere with anything.
Yeah, no, it's not going to interfere with anything. Maybe. Okay, it's not going to interfere with anything. No. Because this is how it works with us. I say it has to work. It's going to work, and it just has to happen.
I think Carl and I were also like in the wrong bodies, to be honest, because Jeroen is like a coder, and he's like really realistic, and works. He's perfectly. But Carl is always the dreamer from the three of us. But Carl is the business guy, and I'm the creative guy, so I should be the dreamer. But from every idea, I'm so skeptic. I'm super skeptic about everything, and always doubting it, and really pessimistic.
It's called their jobs, indeed.
but Carl is the way the dreamer. It's like, we're just gonna add magnets and just
and
I'm like, what magnets? What magnets?
It's definitely I think it worked really well, because you can't make.
I think it worked really well.
Because you can't
do like leather straps. So
leather straps so lame. What the hell?
Velcro.
I mean,
you're gonna add like Velcro.
No Velcro.
Add a button to the side and just push it on. Yeah.
Or either case, there are options that we can look into.
Indeed, yeah.
I mean,
you know what you can do? You can just take out the left control and the arrow on the right, and just
click it in there. Who needs arrow keys? But I think one of the first things that we'll try is something more custom made, like low quantity custom made. Can be like CNC or woodworked.
Golden top plate.
Yeah.
Gold plated top plate.
It's called visionary.
But because that's feasible, but nothing mass produced or standard with the keyboard. Not until we've got more experience with it, because
I mean, in the end, I'm glad we didn't do anything crazy like that, because it would have been possible to
new mold, new tooling, plastic injections, and then possible problems with how it clicks into the case and that kind of stuff.
Also like just packaging it. And,
it also,
or to put it on stock and stuff like that.
Well, I think a fun idea is, I don't know if you've ever shared it, but during the Kickstarter, we were also like, what are the rewards? And we knew we want to have like something special. So we have like the €100 keyboard for the early bird.
Oh,
We
yeah.
also wanted something super special, and we went to ask a crazy amount for it because nobody would ever buy it. And one idea was like, let's make a golden Wooting one with a gold top plate, golden keycaps, and just kind of guess how much it would cost. I was like, okay, let's put it on for $40,000 and see if somebody buys. We should make it. But I'm really happy we didn't do it because that was weird.
Honestly, it almost came to the point that we would maybe make a glass version.
Yeah, or something like that.
Wood with glass,
Wood with glass. Was also
I had an option. I had a possibility with a friend of mine to make a wood casing with a glass top plate, but more simplified, just square. So it would have a glass top plate, and then you had like a square bottom case made from wood.
Yeah, but really like we didn't do it because
we didn't. Yeah, but
in the
lack
end,
of time.
A lack of knowledge, I guess.
Lack of knowledge.
But in the end, we said, like, what was it again? The first prototype ever made, the first working analog prototype.
See-through, like the Game Boy, yeah. Like the purple Game Boy or the Nintendo 64 controller.
That's also pretty
Where you
neat.
can see the circuit boards.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, like transparent plastic style.
Yeah, that would be cool. But then again, I think in the end, I was really surprised that somebody even bought the crappy prototype or backed for that reward.
Let's not emphasize it too much. Me too. I didn't think that one would go out. Okay, either case, was there any other question?
No. And our director is like saying, "Oh,
I think like someone.
Does the director also want to say goodbye?
Yeah, because there's someone who is working behind the screens giving.
Yeah, she's giving hints and signs. Time. There we go. Okay, so thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining the live stream, and thank you for watching the video if you're watching the video.
Thank you for everything in this past year.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It was insane. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy Easter. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy New Year and everything.
Hope you had a nice summer vacation.
Yeah. We're all looking forward to 2017. All looking forward to go into 2017 together and get this keyboard out there and have a real have a blast, have a lot of fun, a lot of
together with you guys.
That felt awkward for a second, but yeah. I'm really looking forward to it. So
me too. So
see you in the next live stream in 2 weeks. And
maybe even before you're going back to Taiwan.
Maybe before I go to Taiwan.
So we can do another stream together.
But that would be next. Maybe. But I think, we'll have an update out first before the next one.
Yeah. When are you flying back to Taiwan? Was it?
Not this Sunday, but the next one.
It's the
8th of January.
Write it down for next year. The quiz.
8.
When did Color fly back to Taiwan? 8th of January. Write it down.
Yeah. Okay. Either case.
Okay.
Bye.
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 Happy New Year.
Click it here. Happy New Year.